All right, so this game is on. Okay, so welcome everybody who is watching. If there's anybody watching, this will be the third adventure that will be set in that book, RPGS, and the kingdom used is called Taltish. And we'll use Fuzion tonight to play this game. So yeah, around the virtual table here, I have some players. This is the group I'm used to play in the Sundays every 2 weeks, but this week we've made a special to do this. So yeah, what I want to say. First of all, we'll present ourselves. Brian, what is your character?
A character is Alendar, who is an elf druid.
All right, Scott, who are you?
I am Ingvar Jorgensen, a hunter.
All right, and Chris, who are you?
My name is Drorargrorlum, Grumblehide, the dwarf ice digger.
It's a ice digger, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Gotta dig that ice.
All right, because it will be in the winter time, that adventure. So yeah, just to tell the people, Taltish, the Northern Light. Just to read what is here. Far from the far north lies a kingdom known as Taltish, which has risen past its barbaric roots to become a highly cultured kingdom with deep pockets. Okay, your adventure begins in the village of Hardhad, which is a great village in the clan of the dragon. And today, there's a big event going around, which is a wedding. Yeah, and you were all invited to this wedding. Okay, it's a wedding between the cousin of King Slugger, which is called Orm, and the bride is called Asdis, which is the daughter of the leader of the clan. I can show you a little picture of her while we're at it, just to put you in image. Yeah, it's her. Yeah, she looks like, and yeah, this is Horm, classic wedding. Yeah. So yeah, this is a very important event going around, since it will just strengthen the relation with the king, since its cousin will be married to Asdis, and this will bring prosperity to the clan of the dragon. And during the evening, there's an old tradition that the clan of the dragon have when there's a wedding, and it's a game called Go Get the Woods. Yeah, because at some point they want to just, put some more wood in the fire, and there's a story that one of the wedding that happened, a long time ago. It was during a big blizzard, and the people were afraid to go out and get the wood. So yeah, they had to choose one of them to go get the wood, and they came back alive. So since that time, every time there's a wedding, there's the go get the wood tradition, and it's all the people are chosen randomly with a short straw game. You know what I mean with the short straw game?
Drawing straws. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's how it's called. And you were chosen, okay? Maybe your characters don't know much each other. I don't know. Do you want to know each other? That could be a good question.
We probably know each other a little. We probably see each other.
Yeah. I mean, if we're all at a wedding, then we probably at least are connected by somebody at the wedding. Yeah.
Well, it can be. I can make up something very easy. Maybe Ingvar is very involved in the village, so yeah, he's close to ask this in some way. Maybe she's a relative of yours.
I think I'm okay with perhaps the moose or the bear meat being served up. Maybe I had provided, or my hunting party, the group I may have hunted with, provided that meat.
Okay, yeah, that's great. And you know the elven maybe well, what is your name? It's Alendar. Maybe you were invited since it's a very important wedding. You represent the elven people in that wedding.
Yeah, I like the people around here, so you know, it's like oh.
Yeah.
And I get some ice breaking for the clan at some point. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you were invited since probably you know as this you know the bride. Probably
Yeah.
she made some deals with you, and she's a very strong and kind woman. But yeah, she's very she's very proud.
Well, if they're a Viking people, they probably have ships. So maybe I would come along on her ship and then go out and with my little team of dwarves and break the ice when it's too along the shore when it's too rough to land.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a friend of the families in that because like we're so long lived, so I might be a friend of like their grandfather or something like that.
Of course. So you are related in that, and you have the honor to have been randomly chosen to go get the wood. But you're not alone. King Slugger himself is there. I think I have a picture of the guy. Oh yeah, I decided to. Well, he's not. Doesn't look like a Norse that much, but yeah, he can. You can put a face on that, and yeah, he was chosen. So you three and the king were chosen to go get the wood to go with this tradition. So that the king is very happy. Yes, a big tradition. I love traditions. So I don't know any of you, but I'm very glad that you were chosen. So let's get the wood together, isn't it?
I just nod.
Yeah.
And
There might be some ice to break along the way.
So you just run out into the.
and the people are encouraging you. Yeah, get the wood, get the wood. Okay, of course the king is will bring it with him 2 of his guards that have crossbows, and the queen herself will come along. Because she's a woman that doesn't come from Taltish. She comes from far away. And she doesn't seem that much, she's not expressive at all. She's there at the wedding, but she doesn't seem to have that much fun. But she'll follow the king on her horse. And then, so getting out, the sun is bright, but there's a lots of snow. So to get in the wood, to get some, to get back with woods to put in the fire. Do you want to do something before going there? Or?
I have another beer.
They serve it to you.
Where is getting the wood? Do we just go across the village and get it, or do we have to go somewhere deep into the woods?
There's some kind of a more dense forest near the village, so yeah, that's where you have to go. It doesn't have to be long. You just have to bring back your arms full of wood to fulfill the tradition.
Yeah, it seems like a tradition, not a marathon. So, yeah, I'm going to start with the dwarf and get ready to leave.
All right. He takes a little bit of beer with him.
Oh yeah, and the people are happy to give that to you, and you have big slaps on your shoulders by people who are happy that you have won, and the people are fully pride that the king was kind of drawn into that, and yeah, that's a great heaven. Everyone is happy, the music is loud, and yeah, people are laughing, drinking, and well. When you get out and you go away, you can hear the sounds going a little more dim as you are getting farther away and into the woods. Okay, so yeah, so the king is there, is fetching his wood, and yeah, he's very happy, and he says to you, "That is a great wedding, isn't it?"
One of the finest I've seen in ages. Of course, put on by our very own king.
Sorry, I didn't get the last part.
Of course, put on by our very own king. Who else would put on such a party?
Oh yeah, of course. But yeah, we're all courageous, and you know, I love to be with your clan. You know, your clan is a very proud one. And you see, you know, the queen on her horse, you know, just looking away and looking bored a little. And you see the guards looking everywhere. They're always nervous.
Okay. We late at night or during the day?
Sorry?
Late at night or during the day?
Oh yeah, you're still during the day. You know, maybe in the afternoon. You're a little late in the afternoon. The sun will go out maybe in an hour or two, so you have enough time to do that. Okay. So. Okay.
And, students walking too, right?
Sorry?
Are we walking?
Yeah. You are on foot.
We're on foot, okay, and they're on horseback. What about the guards? Are they walking or are they on horseback?
They are all walking. It's just the queen that is on her horse. You know, she seems a little tired too, and you know, she's looking everywhere like that, and you know, she nods when the king says something to her, and she's kind, yeah, but she seems like a woman who wants to get back to her castle.
Okay.
Not the outdoorsy type like her husband.
And the king said to you, well, yeah, she's coming. She's not used to that much cold, but she'll get used to it, you know.
In this country, she'll have to.
Okay, at some point, well, maybe okay. So something maybe the wind begins to rise a little more, and you know, and it rises enough to, you know, get powdery snow in the air, you know, and some kind of I can't say a blizzard, but a storm, a snowstorm is beginning right now. I'll ask all of you to do a mental check. You roll 3d6 and you add your mental score. And if you have a skill, if you have the ranger skill, you can add it to. I think Ingvar, you have that, Scott.
I do. I have mental of 7 and ranger of 3.
Oh yeah, you lose it.
Do I do 3d6 plus 10?
You add all of that to your 3d6.
So the mental and the ranger totals from this staff.
I rolled a 9, so that's plus 7 and plus 3, so that'd be 19.
19, that's just very good. Chris, how do you have?
Together, I got 7.
All right. And
I
Scott?
rolled a 1, a 3, and a 1, and I got 2 for mental. So I'm not paying any attention. I'm just...
Oh, Scott, you have a good score? Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't pay no, and of course you don't. Okay. Well, Ingvar and Alendar, you know, you are used to see the weather, and we're not expecting to have a snowstorm today. You know, there was lots of talk that it could be a sunny day for today and many days to come. So it's a very unexpected snowstorm that is rising right now.
I got 21 dice roll.
Yeah, that is.
In particular, that's out of the ordinary, or is it just sweep in on us?
What you can say is that, well, it's out of the ordinary. It happens sometimes that snowstorm can rise like that, but you weren't expecting it. What you can feel is that your vision will be quite obscured by the floating snow that is risen by the winds. So the king says, "Well, I think our tradition will be shortened out by this," and he's trying to check where you are, and you are beginning to see less and less of the people around you.
All right. Well, I'll be like, no, king. No need to fall short on tradition. As a ranger, I probably know where all the good trees are to find some branches and firewood. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll turn to him. I'll say, no, we won't break on this tradition. Not on your family's wedding day. I'll make sure you get that wood. I'm sure my friends will help.
So you're suggesting me to go back?
No, I'm suggesting you go. It's only a little snow.
Oh yeah, of course. It's only little snow. So yeah, let's get some wood and yeah.
Yeah, I go ahead and help clear it out. I think that's what he was talking about.
One of the guard comes and says to the king, "My lord, I think the queen needs a little rest. She's very uncomfortable in that storm." And the king looks at his guard. "Well, go back to the village with her." And he's looking at you. "Anyway, she didn't pull the straw. She's not supposed to be here, huh? Isn't it?" Okay, so yeah, the guards are going away with the queen, and yeah. So you have enough woods to go back to the village, and the storm slowly goes down. It goes almost as fast as the way it came.
We got it. We have enough wood. Another adventure well done. How much experience do we get?
For the wood, I'll think about it. So the king, it took you maybe 45 minutes to do all that because you were slow. Well, it was a little more slow because of the storm. So yeah, you have enough wood to go back. So that's what you do? Yep. All right. So you're going back to the village with the woods, and the king is suddenly sings a song, that involves the clan of the dragon, and he's very happy to go back there and bring the wood, and yeah.
Let's see, do I have a singing skill? No, I don't. Okay.
You can sing along. Okay. As you
Nobody
go,
would want me to.
No. Well, yeah. Well, when everyone is drunk, it could pass.
Yeah.
Okay. As you get near the village, I think you can see something strange. Out of one of the houses, there's someone lying in the snow. Maybe it's just too drunk. A guy, you don't remember him. Maybe he's one of the blacksmith of the village, and he's kind of sleeping in snow.
We need to get him back inside. He might freeze to death out here.
Okay. Well, you're getting more or less near him, and you can see that there are blood beside him. The snow is blooded. That guy has been stabbed.
Oh boy. I'm gonna walk over to him with my bow. I have a long bow, and I'm gonna sort of just nudge him a little bit.
You do what with your bow?
Like nudge him.
Yeah, is he alive? Yeah. Is he dead, or is he still alive?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I understand. Okay, no, he doesn't move at all. Doesn't react at all. And you can see his hand, is kind of whitened, like if he lost lots of blood.
Okay. I'm going to call out to him. Hello, friend. Are you all right? Are you alive?
I go for a pulse.
He know his name. He's called Farn. Farn. Yeah, he's called Farn, and Farn is not alive right now. It seems pretty quite dead.
Mace. I pull out my mace and I start looking around. What do I roll to look around?
Yeah, there's a perception skill, which is mental plus perception, and I invite you all to do that because the king suddenly realized that the man is dead. He just get his wood on the ground. What is this?
That would be 5 altogether, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15.
15.
I got a 24.
Oh, right. You can hear and see. Sorry? Mental and perception.
Oh, wait. What am I looking for? Because I also have, 24. If I'm using acute hearing or acute vision, it becomes 26.
Yeah. You rolled quite well. I think, Ingvar, you rolled right. You know, I see you rolled 11, and you probably have some skills in that. Just want to check out, Ingvar.
I've got a 16. I've got mental 5. I don't see perception anywhere.
Okay, well, you had 5, so yeah, you still have 16. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Okay. Oh, you guys are seeing my dice rolls?
Sorry?
Seeing the dice rolls, huh, from the dice roller?
Yeah, there's a you have a dice string to roll that.
Yes.
That's good.
I'm using my Mario dice. There's the 6, the 2, and the 2. Oh.
That's perfect. Okay, well, every one of you suddenly noticed some stuff. I think it needs a map. So much that you notice something. So I will share with you a map of a place. So I will just take a couple of seconds taking back your emails so you can interact with the map.
We're doing our email. I think you said.
I will share with you the map, but yeah, I will just have a. I just want you to be able to interact with it if needed. So here's the map in 3, 2, 1. Right there, you can go there and see that. I will share that for the screen. So the map, your characters are there. You will place your characters in place. Oh yeah, I have to add the king. So
I'm not sure how to do this. Where is the map supposed to appear?
did you click the link I've just sent?
Did you send which of mine did you send it to? Oh wait, I see.
In the chat room of the Hangout.
Oh.
Did you see it?
I just got it. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Just okay.
So we're all in this area over here, right?
Okay, so
coming up behind the boats, right?
Yeah, and the blue dot is the dead guy. It's Farn. So you're all there. What do you see is that there's another person here that is totally pierced by a spear. You know, he's gotten through by it. It's a woman. And you see someone floating in the cold water here, bleeding. You can see someone else here.
Oh.
There are lots of people who were kind of attacked.
So this was not just like one random murder. It was kind of
some kind of a massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose we should tell someone.
Yeah, and you, Alendar. Brian, sorry.
Yes.
Since you rolled very high, you notice something that is quite obvious to you. There's no sound. When you got to the wood at first, there were all the chants and the laughter from the wedding, but right now it's dead silent in the village.
Whoa! So even okay, I'll basically let everyone know, like, guys, the place has gone totally silent. You hear anything?
We have to check out something.
So you can move your token if you want to go somewhere. Yeah. Well, Alendar, you can hear Brian, since you rolled well. You can hear some kind of a child's crying somewhere in the village, but you can't know where exactly. But you have the echo of a child's of a kid that is crying.
Okay, I could probably find it very easily between acute hearing and ranger. It'd probably be. I mean, you don't have to roll at all. Not like I'm in a rush. I'm gonna find my way to the cry.
Okay, so the cry. I can. I will take the red dot. You can hear that it's kind of that way.
Okay.
Where I've put the dot. So you can take your token, the image of the elf, and put it where you want to go.
Okay, and you guys, if you guys want to come with me, please do.
Oh, Chris, you sound like a chipmunk, and we can't hear a thing. Okay. I know. I can understand what you're saying, Chris. You still sound like a chipmunk. Okay, Chris will come back. All the while, the king, looks quite angry about what he's seeing. He's taking his sword, getting it out. I don't know who did this, but whoever did this will pay. And suddenly realize, the queen, my wife, where's she? We'll just wait for Chris.
What about now?
Oh, it sounds great.
All right, I'm going to go in here with in this area with the elf. Forgot his name.
Alendar.
Eleanor.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, and the king is running behind you. Suddenly he screams, "What about the queen? Where is she?" And Ingvar, do you want to do something, Scott?
Yes, I'm going to follow the elf. He seems to know where he's going. So
yeah, you pretty much. You didn't move the right token, but that's all right. But you pretty much saw in his face that he exactly knew where he was going. Okay, Brian.
Are these circles corpses?
Yeah, these are corpses.
Oh, okay.
It can be something else if I tell you that what they mean, but for right now, these are corpses. So yeah, the light blue circle that I've just put in the way. Well, Brian, you're the first to see that, but you can feel that it's the queen that is lying there.
She's not alive?
She's dead. She has 4 quarrels in her back.
Man, I'm hoping to find someone who's like barely alive, and then I can show off my healing spell.
Poor lass.
Well, I guess we're too late for that.
So the king is going beside the queen, and you know, the queen, she's dead. Who did that? And you know, he's shaking. He's taking his sword. You can still, well, all of you three, you can see a kid that is running from there, the green dot, from there, and you don't see it anymore since he's gotten away.
It's possible that kid, they might have seen something.
You call him?
I think we should chase him rather than call him.
Can do that.
I think we should go to where he was running from. I would assume he'd be running away from the danger.
I'm all for checking him first if you want to go.
Okay, well, place your token on where you want to be.
All right, I'm going to go over here because he seemed to have come from this building, just from what little I seen, or
Perfect.
from that direction.
I'm going to follow the dwarf.
The king takes you by the arm, Scott.
Okay.
Not Scott, Brian, sorry. You can go back with Chris.
Okay.
He wants to talk to the druid. And he looks at you in the eyes and says, can you do something for her?
I check her out, and she's completely dead, right?
Yeah, well, you can do a mental check if you want. And if you have, what is this skill? There's no skill for that. There's no skill for healing. Well, you do a mental check.
Okay, so just straight.
Yeah.
19.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She was struck right in her heart. It will be. It won't. She won't be. Well, no. She won't come back from this.
I'm sorry. She's in pierced to the heart. There's nothing.
The king looks at you and with big disgrace. Who did this? And he screams out, "Who did this? Come here!" And he's taking his sword. Okay, Chris and Scott, with your both your characters. When you get there, well, there's more corpses. You know, you can see. Okay, I will put a dot on the house. You know, the blue dot. That's where the wedding was taking place. Where the wedding party was taking place, and you see lots of corpses outside. You know, on the ground in the snow, bleeding, and yeah. You can.
Well, I go in that direction then.
Okay, you can take your character. Scott, do you follow, or you do something else?
I am going to sneak, actually. I'm not going to go directly to the house. I'll put myself in the range of the house, and I'm going to pull out my bow, draw an arrow, and I'm going to make a perception check to see if I can see anybody who's still there causing me trouble.
Perfect. Do that.
What do you want first? Or do you want a perception check?
Yeah, 3d6 plus mental plus perception.
Okay, I don't have perception, but I do have.
Yeah, you have you well mental, yeah. So do that. Oh, that's a good roll. It's 10.
That's
Yeah,
plus 5, 15 final.
Okay, for 15. Well, you can hear where the kid did go. You can hear someone talking. You know, I will put the green dot over a house. You can hear in that house kids are talking together.
Okay, can I tell what they're saying?
Sorry?
Can I tell what they're saying?
Well, they're crying. It's hard to tell from where you are.
No problem. I'll turn my attention back to the dwarf just to make sure that nothing happens.
Well, just getting back to Chris. Yeah, well, there are many dead people. Well, there's someone alive who is sitting in the stairs, but he seems quite wounded.
I look at him, and I get down and I shake him, and it's like, what happened, man? What happened?
It's an old man. It's an old sage from the village that is called Ulfric, and he's looking at you, and he seems quite afraid. You know Ulfric. You dealt with him before, but he's looking at you, and no, don't do it. Don't do it. Go away.
What happened here? Speak to me, Ulfric. Speak to me.
He's looking at you. You can see the fear in his eyes, and while he's screaming at you.
Does it look like natural fear? Like an actually scared person, or does it look like someone who's been charmed or something?
Oh, that's a very hard thing to tell. You can do a mental check for that.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I probably won't make it, but
well, unless you roll, you can roll high. We never know.
I rolled 10 and I got 2, so it's 12. So
yeah. Well, you have doubts in your mind since you tried to see if it was natural, but you can't tell. But all the while, Brian, with Alendar, you can hear Ulfric, the guy that Chris is with. You can hear him he's telling he's telling Drorargrorlum. Well, what is your name? Drorargrorlum. He's telling Drorargrorlum to go away.
Drorargrorlum, Grumblehide. You can call me Dora for short.
and the king seems interested by what he's hearing, so he's running beside you, Chris. So, Brian, do you want to do something with that?
Yeah, where are we going? Right, where are we going up to the blue dot?
Yeah, the blue dot is where Chris found someone.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And you can see a wounded man, who is crying in pain. And when you arrive, the king and you, Alendar, he's looking at all of you. Go away! Go away! You murderers! You murderers!
The old man is insane. Let's try and get the people out in there.
He seems in shock.
So I kick down the door.
And you enter the place.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Out.
It's very ugly in there. You can see people everywhere, dead, women, children. And you can even see the bride. No, not the. How do you call the guy in the wedding?
The groom.
The groom. Okay, yeah, he's dead. He's lying on the floor. His throat was slit by a dagger.
Ooh. Now, do we?
The coward that did this, show yourself. And I heard. Then I, pull out my mace.
This doesn't seem like. This seems like an organized cult. Is there any rival villages or any enemy countries that would want to stop this?
From what you know so far, not that much. But you can do a test, a mental test, which will be a lower test. I don't think you have lower though, but you have a high mental, so it can be possible. No, you don't have lower, but you can do a mental test. How much do you get?
Wait a second. What did you want me to roll?
Well, you can do a mental test. So 3d6 plus mental.
Okay. 22.
22, which is quite high. So far,
I picked the guy who has 7 in mental. So. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's why. So far, well, it's been mostly a century. You did live the whole lifetime, and you had never heard of rival clans, and yeah, you know, it was very peaceful since a century. That's so you don't really know if there was a direct enemy of the nation. Maybe you've heard of tales of when the clans were unified. Maybe there was some people who didn't like the ID, but it was a century ago. That's so far that's the last you've heard. Yes, there was some wars long ago between the clans. Scott, so you can hear the children crying, and you can hear a woman saying, "Be quiet, kids. I think they're still there." You can hear that in the house.
Okay. I'm gonna run up. They're outside, correct? The king, the elf.
Okay, you just place your token where you want it to be. Yeah.
That back to the chat. So I'll go to the king and.
Okay, the king looks at the king looks at you, but his attention is everywhere at the same time. He's looking everywhere. What do you want, Ingvar?
I can hear a woman speaking to children in the other building. It seems more coherent than this man on the front steps. Perhaps we can get to the bottom of this and find out who did this atrocity and bring them to justice. We need information. We're not going to get it out of the old man right now. Maybe this woman and these children can tell us what happened here.
Okay, well, the king, Slugger, looks at you, Alendar, Brian, and he's saying, well, come with me. Maybe she'll need some help. Okay. And he's running towards that house.
Okay, I'll follow.
All right, so, okay, I turn around, I'm like, and I go after him.
Yeah, of course, you can follow Chris and Brian. Okay, so yeah, the door is closed, and you can still hear the whisper of the woman. It's quiet, they're here, and they're trying to be silent, but through the silence you can hear a sob from the kids. You know, a big, but the door is closed.
I grab the king on the shoulder. It's like, you remember Ulfric? He didn't trust us either. Said that we killed everyone. I don't think whatever's happening here is normal behavior.
You think so? What are you thinking, dwarf?
Let's leave him there. We'll look for whoever's been murdering ourselves.
Okay. What Scott and Brian are doing with that? Do you do something special?
All right, I'll just turn to the king. I'll be like, try your voice, king. They know it.
Can you say that again?
I'll say it to the king. I'll say, try your voice, king. Speak to them. They know your voice. Perhaps you can convince them to come outside.
Of course. That's a good idea. And he's turning around, knocking at the door. Talk, talk. This is your king, King Slugger. We come here to free you and to help you. And you don't hear a sound. The king, he's turning around. I think I will break this door. I need to see this woman. If she's in need of help, and he's looking at you, Brian, he's looking at Alendar. Maybe you could help her. Maybe you could have some magic to heal her. I've heard that druids can do that.
What can I do?
Maybe help her if she's wounded. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go in and I'll check and I'll go in and I'll see if anyone's wounded and how badly.
Okay, well, the king turns around you. Yeah, I need to see, and he's knocking the door with his foot so you can enter the place.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can see a woman. She's the bread maker of the village. She was the one who brought bread to the wedding, and she's, holding her belly, and she's bleeding, and she seems quite well. She's very wounded. She will die, and she will eventually die from that.
Oh well, I will go in and I will cast bestow the life force, and 3d6 healing applies directly to hits that have been lost.
Roll me that.
Okay. 11.
11. Oh yeah, that's enough. Well, you do your spells. You are calling upon some forces to do that, and the kids are looking at you with amazement, but they don't go away. And and the woman, at first she was looking at you and she was saying no, 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 but when the healing began to process into her body, she became quite calm and her breathing became more regular, and she seems quite relieved of something. And and you can see that there's a bloody dagger beside her, probably the weapon that she had that made her wound. So what do you do, guys?
At this point, I have basically abandoned those people in the building, and I'm, trying to get another door open to see if I can maybe, or trying to find like a door that's been open to see if I can find like hidden marauders or
Okay. Okay. Well, get back. Just put yourself on the map where you want to be.
Like right here, I'll like try and open up that door and see if there's anybody in there.
Okay, you notice something, and you can see them appear. There are some wolves that, well, you feel that probably they have sent the blood of the wounded there, and they're making right now. There's a wolf making a snack on the queen.
Wolves have to eat too. We've got the living to worry about.
Okay, so you're searching for someone alive?
Yeah, I'm searching for people who... I'm searching for like bandits. I'm convinced that everyone's going to think we're killers here. So I'm just searching for the people who actually attacked everyone.
Well, we have the king here, so he's going to vouch for us.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's currently chewing on the queen. I don't like that. It doesn't sit well with me.
Okay, what do you do with that?
I will put my bow and arrow. I will place an arrow, draw, and fire at the wolf. You
fire the wolf? Okay. Well, I will let you make a sneak test, because just to make sure that the wolf doesn't see you.
Okay, no problem. So I take sneak and
the sneak and combat.
All right,
the combat skill. I'll just find my wolf in the book. It's here.
I'll make the roll right now. 11 plus 7 is 18. 18.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. The wolf doesn't see you coming with that, so you are shooting. So you have to roll your archery skill with combat 3d6, and since it's some kind of a surprise attack, you have a bonus, I think. But roll, and if it's not high enough, I will see how the bonus works from that point.
Okay, no problem. Here's my dice check. The wrong button, sorry. 1, 2, 3. So that's 11 plus combat score is 15, so is 18 final.
Okay, well, I think it's enough. Yeah, it's enough. 18, just want to...
I gotta go let the cat in. Just a second, I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, no problems. Okay, you rolled 19?
18.
18. Well, okay, you hit. So roll all your I think it's 6d6, huh?
Yeah, it's huge.
Roll that.
There we go.
Bows are strong. I like that.
15, 7, 22. I got 23 damage.
23 damage. So your arrow just hit the wolf in the neck. It doesn't have the time to scream. It just go, on the side and he doesn't move. He's straight dead. And the other wolf kind of noticed, so I will make him disappear. Okay. And they kind of raise their head and they see you and they're beginning to growl.
All right, I'll pull out another arrow and point it at them, and I'll fire if it comes near me.
Okay. Well, you'll have to do an initiative check. I think it's written on your sheet. No, it's not. It's not written. So you have to do a combat test.
Okay, so I roll 3d6 and I have combat.
Yeah, you had combat.
3. Rolling. That's 9 plus 4 is 13.
You have 13 total. Okay, right. Okay, you're faster than the wolf, so you can shoot another one if you want.
Yeah, definitely.
So do your test.
Okay. Combat's 4, archery is 3, so it's 7.
Yeah, you're under 10 meters, so yeah, you don't have negative modifiers to that. So you rolled what?
I got 7 plus 3, 6. So I got 13.
13. Okay, it's not enough. The arrow just go away. Then the wolf runs at you. So I will move him, and will take a bite at you.
Oh boy.
He's growling. Okay, so you can see that, Chris, by the way. And of course, Alendar and Brian, you can hear the wolf that is barking, and it seems to be very angry. So I will roll for the wolf. And okay.
I go ahead and take notice, and I signs like, did they have to bring the wolves into it? Then I take my then I turn my attention to them with my mace out.
He's able to bite you, Ingvar. So and you will have 12 points. 10 hit points, which I think is half of your hit points, right?
Yeah, I got clothes 2, armor 2. Will I go off of that?
Yeah, it was taken into account. You have lost the 12, and then you have lost only 10 hit points.
Okay, no problem.
So yeah, sorry.
I'm just waiting for our healer.
Yeah, because since you have lost half of your total hit point, you are kind of stunned for the next round.
Okay.
So, Chris, did you want to take part into this?
Yeah, I run towards the wolf that's currently attacking him, and then lower my mace on whatever part of the body it contacts, but preferably the head.
Excellent. Do that.
All right, this combat roll.
All right, plus your melee skill.
5, 6, 7 is the roll, and my melee is hand-to-hand. Mechanical melee is 3, so 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. It probably missed.
Okay, no, yeah, you just the wolf is moving too fast. Did Alendar wanted to take part in this? You can see that the kids are running away and hiding under the table in the house. So Brian.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna. What do I got? Well, I got a quarterstaff, so I'm basically just gonna knock the nearest wolf.
Okay. Remember that you have the ability to speak to them, but
I was going to do that. Actually, I was going to do that at the beginning, but the fight started, and I don't think they're going to be wanting to listen.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
I was actually thinking maybe I can talk to them, but no, it started. Shit started.
Okay, all right. So then, well, you with your quarterstaff, you have to roll 3d6 plus combat plus melee. So you have basically 3d6 plus 4 for this to hit him.
$16?
No, it's not enough. The wolf just moves too fast. You just hit his tail. It doesn't do much. Okay, it's a new round. Well, Scott, you can do nothing else than to. Well, you're kind of stunned for one round, so yeah, you're basically a prey for this wolf. He will try to bite you again, and he does. And you will lose 9 hit points.
Ooh!
I took into account your armor. You know, he's really trying to bite you. All the while, Chris, the other wolf comes on you. And you will try to take a bite. You can block him, but if you do so, you won't be able to do anything else in this round.
I'll go ahead and just take it on the chin.
He misses you.
Okay.
He just jumped in front of you, but just fell a little too short. So you can hit him if you want.
All right. I'm trying to bash his little wolf head in. It's like, oh, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then combat or melee is +4. So that's 19.
Oh, yeah, that's enough. So you do your 3d6 plus 1d6 bashing if it's, yeah.
All right. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage and 5 bashing.
Okay. Well, you hit him. You hear a big thud, and the wolves just make a arr! And yeah, he seems a little startled by that. All the while, the king goes out, and Brian, you're faster than the king. Do you still want to hit the wolf that is against Ingvar?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I can't guarantee nothing. Let's see. $16 again.
No, it's not enough. It's not your specialty. The king goes out with his sword and screams, "Ah!" and will hit the wolf. Yeah, well, I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. And yeah, so he hits the wolf, and he hurts him. And the wolf rolls on the ground with some blood. And then both of the wolves are just getting away. Scott, you're up. You can shoot an arrow if you want.
If they're running, that's all I'm care about.
Yeah, well, the wolf looks at you, growls a little, but they feel that they just can't fight you. So yeah, they're going away.
Okay, we're like wretched beasts. You'll find no easy meals here. There's been enough bloodshed today.
But you're very hurt, Scott. Scott, yeah. So. So you can see Alendar, Brian. You can see that your friend is badly wounded.
Okay.
Yeah, I run up to him and it's like, "You, why did you go off and play with the dogs while we were trying to work? Now look at you."
I'm gonna go and heal. Who is it?
That's the life force.
Right. Yeah. Who needs it again? Alendar.
Yeah. Well, you have to heal. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm Alendar. So who needs it?
Ingvar.
Ingvar, got it. I will go ahead and when I get to him, is it my turn? Can I do it now or when?
Oh yeah, do it. You can do it if you want. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna lay it on hands. I'm gonna do 3d6 to heal, and that comes up to 9.
9. Well, that's good. So you can feel a little better, Scott, and yeah. So you did cast your second spell of the day, Brian. You still have 3 spells left.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll think the elf Alendar. I'll say not all of your kind are bad.
What did you say to Alendar?
I just gonna thank him. I'll say obviously not all of your kind are bad.
I think we just didn't understand you. Sorry.
He said, thank you. It seems all of your kind aren't bad.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, Scott. Yeah, and okay.
That come in handy.
All the while, you can see the woman that Alendar just ill getting out of the house. She's kind of walking with some difficulty, you know, and you can see some people getting out of the houses. Some of the people that lives in the village, some of the people that were in the wedding. These are inhabitants of the village, and they're kind of getting out and looking all around and looking in wonders, and they're getting at you actually to talk to you, and they come to you and did you see them?
We got accused of being them, but we didn't see anyone. If we do, their heads are gonna be splattered against the.
The king said, "What did you see, fellows? Tell us." And the people are looking between each others, and they're saying, "Well, they look like the raiders, the Thompson raiders. We were in the wedding, in the party, and they just seems to have sneaked in the place, and they began to attack us. And you know, we never saw them coming, and they killed everyone. Everyone."
So much death at a wedding, you would think this was written by George R. R. Martin.
Mostly. And the king, so this were the raiders, the Thompson raiders? Yeah, I think this was them. They look like them, though. And we found this, and someone brings to you a spear that looks like a spear that you can buy in big cities. And usually the peoples in the clans don't use that. They use spears that they have made themselves. But the raiders are not clan members. What do you say, Brian?
No.
I was gonna say. Oh, were you saying something?
No.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say to the people, Grolum was saying that it was us that killed them.
Who said that? I don't remember anyone explaining that.
Oh,
That was the
Grolum, the sage. We met on the steps up there.
well, it obviously wasn't you. It was the raiders. And the king says, "Yeah, my cousin is dead, isn't he? Is he dead, Arm?" He's looking at you. "Where is my cousin?" The groan.
Let's go back and see if we can find him amongst the dead.
Well, you remember that you saw him with his throat slit in the house.
Oh, yeah, okay. His throat was cut.
And what about the bride, Asdis?
Did I see her?
No, but the woman, the bread maker that was just ill said, "I think I saw a glimpse of her being brought by someone," and she's pointing a direction. They got through the north. I think they got back to the north. Those who have attacked us.
Oh, I turned to the hunter. It's like, can you track people?
I should be able to track them.
Yeah, you have to do your ranger skill.
Yeah, I'll walk to the north and look for horse. I haven't seen the horses in town, so look for horses. I'll any prints, anything on the ground that indicates direction.
All right.
Tracks of fallen snow or on the path on the way out.
Okay. Well, since there was a snowstorm, it's very hard to find a track there. It was kind of covered by all the wind and the snow that was got there. But you can still do your ranger test.
Okay, do I add mental to that, or do I just use ranger?
Your ranger test is mental plus ranger plus 3d6.
Okay, here it comes. All right, I got 10 plus 9, 19.
19. Which is quite good. Well, you can make out traces, but you can feel that in the snow there are some parts that are a little lower. It feels like someone was put on a sleigh, a dog sleigh.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and it was someone was put on a sleigh and got to the north, like the bread maker said.
All right, I'll walk back and be like, it seems that there's tracks going north. As long as there's no storm, we should be able to follow them. We'll have to move fast.
The king is looking at you and says, the raiders. Are you sure of that? He's looking at the people in the village and they say, well, they really look like them. You know, we don't know them personally. And then the king says, okay, I have something to suggest. Maybe you could track them down to see if it's all this is true. But for my part, I will get back to the castle and get some reinforcement, because a massacre this big, we will need people to crush them.
Very well. We can head north and mark the trail. Your men can follow.
Your men? My men?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. But by the way, the castle is south from that place. Just to let you know. So yeah, he's going to the stable to take his horse, which is there, and he gets his horse. And by the way, through all the corpses, you saw his 2 guards in the victims. His two guards are dead. So the king will say, he's saying, well, I will get back as fast as I can to the castle, and then you try to find who did this, and I will come back with some reinforcement.
Okay.
So yeah, he's going with his horse. And okay, what do you do then? Well, all the people that you see are really badly wounded. Everyone got hit by something somehow.
Yeah, I don't think I can't heal all of them.
Oh, that's all right, Sir Elf. I think if Asdis is alive, I think she'll need more of your magic. You know, our clan leader is dead, the Orm is dead, but Asdis is our new leader, and we'll need her. If you can bring her back. Someone suggests, well, there's a clan that is nearby. Maybe we could get to them and ask them for some help for us, and maybe some help if you need that, you know, because they don't know what happened here.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. So for your part, what are you doing?
I think I'm doing the tracking, and I don't think we should engage anything until we get the help from the king. So I guess we're just going for a fact-finding.
Okay, so you're beginning to follow the track?
Yeah, I'm going to follow the tracks and to see if we can't figure out who's actually responsible. Could be somebody dressed as the Marauders, you don't know. So we'll find out and we'll report back.
Okay, are you guys following Brian and Chris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the people, you know, the people from the Clan of the Dragon are, you know, wishing you good luck, and they're blessing you, and they are making some kind of chants to give you some courage. And you know, the honor of the Clan of the Dragon has been scratched today. So yeah, they need you, since you are the most the more healthy of the gang. So,
so to speak.
Okay, so yeah, so they're wishing you good luck, and they're trying to while you go get away, they're trying to get their cars, begin to burn them. Some of them, in order to show their sadness, are making chance to that, and they're drinking some kind of stuff, and they're breathing fire with the torch, and some kind of ritual tied to the clan of the dragon. But yeah, for your part, you are following the tracks. You can have lots of equipment. They're giving you food, ropes, whatever you. If you say, "Do I have that in my backpack?" There's a good chance that you will have it because they want you to be ready. That's all right.
Yes, my triple crossbow, and I got some explosive type stuff too. Black powder.
Chipmunk mode.
Oh, you're back, Chris.
Am I in chipmunk mode?
No, it's a perfect mode. What do you ask Scott about equipment?
Yeah, just rations, both, that kind of stuff. Reasonable things, oil lanterns, flint tinder, the stuff that just gets you survival, right? Water skins, wine skin.
Okay. They can even give you some horses.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Well, you probably still have, maybe you have a horse, or maybe yours that someone that will give that to you, and they're asking you, Chris and Brian, if you want to have a horse, of course.
Yeah.
Of course
my little dwarven legs might not be the best on a horse, but I guess it's better than walking.
Well, they're showing you a smaller horse that may suit you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's like, all right.
As for Brian, sorry.
I just gonna say, I just kind of nervously ease myself on.
Okay, well that is a calm horse that they gave you. So yeah, you're quite right on him. I think it can work.
But I was just playing up the whole dwarves and horses thing. Only ride horses.
Well, as for you, Brian, Alendar, you notice in the stable the horse of Asdis herself, which is a fine horse. It has a white pelt, red. What do you call the hair? The hair of the horse, the tail. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And since you have some sort of affinity with animals, that horse seems interested in you.
Would like ranger or druid be good would help with horses?
Oh, well, in your case, druid can do, and with your mantle.
Right.
You want to roll something?
I can roll.
Yeah, just to see if your elven abilities can be taken into account. Yeah.
Well, okay.
How much? Oh yeah, you're watching your sheet.
27.
27. Oh yeah. Well, you can find some sort of a connection. You can feel that this horse is nervous, and you feel that this horse wants to come along. He wants to know what happened to his mistress.
Cool. Well, I'll lead her out, and then we'll start doing some tracking to figure out where they came from and where they went.
Well, basically, Ingvar saw the most of what you can make out, which is some kind of the remain of a sleigh path that was mostly covered with snow during the storm. All right. So you are going that way?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Then you are following this track, and slowly the sun is setting out, and it's beginning to be dark. But even though the land is dark, it's all covered in snow, so you can see well, mostly where you are going, but you are losing the traces a little much. But at the same time, you can see far away what seems to be a fire camp burning, probably a camp of some sort.
Right.
What do you do with that?
That's the best time to go take a look.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, how do you do that?
I think we should bring the horses.
We shouldn't bring the horses, you say?
We should take them in as close as we can. We don't want to have to run away on foot. The marauders have horses for done, so bring the horses in as close as we can, and then just walk in and sneak.
Okay.
And then take a look around.
What do you say with that, guys?
That's what I'm going to say to them.
Well, you get near, Scott?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. And all of you are following. Oh, is Chris still there? You're there,
Yeah.
Chris? Okay, I wasn't sure since. Okay. So all of you are following Scott?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So I will share with you a map, and well, I will already place your character just to let you know what you are seeing in the night. You are going very near with your horse, right?
No, not very near. I'll drop them off like 50 meters or 100 meters from wherever.
All right. Okay. Whoever wants to get very near, there's a link. You can make a sneak check. Sneak with combat.
Okay, so 4 is 8.
All of do all of you three wants to get near?
I'm not very good at sneaking, I don't think.
So I will put your token aside. Brian, do you want to go with Scott that near?
Sure. Yeah, I'll quietly follow along with him.
Do you want to sneak or just show yourself?
Yeah, let me.
I think we should sneak. Here comes my dice check.
Okay, let me.
Okay, well, I think your sneaking is quite good. Yeah.
I don't think I have much in the way of stealth. I got ranger.
Yeah, no, it's got. You really have to use a sneak on that.
Whenever it says Thompson Raiders, I keep thinking of the. Do you remember from Star Wars the Tusken Raiders? The roar, 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 roar.
Not quite the same. So, well, okay, Scott, since you succeeded in your sneak, you can put your token wherever you want around the camp behind one of those tents. Well, you have to open the link, of course.
Yep.
And Brian, did you try to sneak finally?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not sure what I'd use. I have ranger.
Yeah, you have to roll combat.
Combat.
Ranger won't work.
Okay.
All right. I do know. Oh, go ahead.
Because I've got druid and I've got ranger.
Yeah. Well, you have to roll. Well, you have combat is one of your main characteristic. A little higher.
I only got like 14.
Okay, 14 total.
Yeah.
Well, as you get near, they see you.
Okay.
The people that are around the fire. I will share the screen, by the way. Chris, what were you going to say?
What does aura sight give you?
I was just going to make a joke about the lady standing in front of a very modern brick wall.
Yeah. I didn't have any choice for You see a lady and that black man around the fire, and there's a dog. And the dog notices you, Brian, and he's growling at you. And both people around the
coming near.
Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Like I'm gonna do a quick speak to animals.
Okay. Yeah, just want to check out how it works. It has a special way to work. You have to roll, I think, your druid plus your mental plus 3d6 against the animal's mental plus 10, which is not very high. I think it will be an easy shot. Yeah, you have to roll against 12.
Right. I got a 22.
Okay, your connection is made. Then you have to roll again.
Okay.
3d6.
Double roll. What's that mean?
What is that?
That's my puppy dog's toy.
Okay, which is ready. Yeah, that's how it reacts. Okay, if successful.
Again, it says roll 3d6 and add min times 6, so I got 26 this time.
Oh, right, for the second roll. And
yeah,
well,
2 rolls. It seems overly complex for not much reason.
Okay, well, the dog will be friendly to you, of course. And the dog, he stops growling and he looks at you, and you can communicate with him.
I'm like, look, hey, we're just curious about who this is, so if you don't start none, there won't be none.
That's what you say to the dog?
Well, basically in that respect, we're just curious. I'm not looking for a fight.
The dog says to you, and while Chris and Scott, you can see the dog doing a trying to kind of saying something in doggish way. The dog says to you, Brian, he's saying to you, well, these are my place where the masters are sleeping. By the way, the women and the guy just, go this way, and who are you? What are you doing here? And they have their weapons in hand.
Excuse me, I'm having a conversation.
What? Okay. I'm just curious. What do you see right now? Oh, you can see all my windows. Okay. I will stop sharing, and I will just put the. Okay. So so you can have. I will put some more people on the camp because people are getting out of their tents. Let's see, all 3 of them. You see another woman with a sword, a guy in black, a dwarf coming out. What's going on?
Yeah, I'd like to keep track of where the people come out.
Sorry, Scott, just tell that again.
I would like to keep track of where the people come out with the tents. There's Wyatt for this woman. So if there's an opportunity, I might make a sneak attempt to try and free her if there's a distraction going on.
Free as this?
Yes, if I can find her.
Well, okay. You can make some kind of a search check. If you don't have it, it's perception. Sorry, if you don't have it, you have to use your mental.
Okay, I'm gonna do that while I watch people exit to see if I can see inside one of the tents and notice if they have a prisoner or if there's a tent with her in it.
All right, do that. While Scott is rolling, the people are looking at you, both of you, Drorargrorlum and Alendar, and you're what are you doing around our camp? Go away.
I got an 18.
18? Okay, I will tell you the result. I will just see what Brian and Chris will say about that.
Okay.
Well, if I'm the first one to speak, I'll just say we were just on the way to another clan. Someone killed all the members of a clan that we were attending a wedding to, and we're looking for allies to.
The woman says, "What? What are you saying? There was what clan?"
The clan of the dragon.
The big black guy says to her, "Of course, this is the village nearby. Maybe just a couple of hours from here. I think the village is called Hardhad, isn't it?"
Yeah,
I nod.
Yeah. Hardhad, something like that. We were just there, and someone, we don't know who, like during a wedding, rolled into town and pretty much slaughtered most of the town. And we're basically on the track of who did it. So we came across you on the road, and we just wanted to see what you knew.
Okay. The camp, obviously, this is a Thompson Raiders camp, by the way.
Yeah.
And that is the name of the file, by the way.
Yeah.
And you can see a guy coming out. Scott, you probably were looking. I will just put your figure distant, and you see this guy coming out. And you can remember him. You saw him before. This is Eric Thompson himself, the leader of the Thompson Raiders. But he doesn't see you because he's interested by what is going on there.
Well, like raiders, are they like basically? Are they robbers?
They work for the kingdom. You know, they are marauders. Is it the way to call them?
Yeah, someone who kind of
raiders.
Someone who a marauder is someone who kind of works on the works behind enemy lines to attack, and they're basically hired bandits is what a marauder is.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, of the sort.
Okay. Well, you can see Eric Thompson going around the fire, and all the while the dog, go near you, Brian, and he wants to talk to you. Is he? Oh, I can't understand you.
Yeah, I know.
You can do that. So yeah. What do you want to know?
I don't know. Is there anything you'd like me to tell your people for you? Because I know you guys have trouble talking with them.
Well, just try to get me some more rabbits. I'm hungry.
I think that's probably part of your job.
Yeah, we can hear the dog. Okay, Scott.
It doesn't say how long the spell lasts. Can I just talk to that one animal indefinitely?
Oh yeah, it can last 5 turns. Since you can cast 5 spells, it will last a couple of minutes. Basically, I don't have the exact number. I know that there's a way to calculate that, but since we're not in combat, I can let you a couple of minutes to talk to the dog. You obviously something maybe that is can be noticed. Animals never lies. They don't have interest in lying.
Nice.
So if you want to ask precise question, that could be okay. Scott.
Yes.
There's someone sleeping in the tent. I will put nearby here.
I'm just having a quick look. Sleeping where? Oh, okay. Can I hear? Is it a woman? Is it a man? Is it snoring?
You hear heavy snoring, which is there's someone sleeping very deep here, but you can't see it. Well, unless you watch in the tent.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a peek. If you're all distracted and paying attention to the other two, I'll take a look.
Well, the people here are distracted. You can make another sneak check on that one.
Well, are these cloth tents?
Yeah.
Would I be able to lift up the back of it?
Oh yeah, easily.
I think I'll do it that way.
Okay. I'll put a picture of who do you see. You see that guy who is sleeping.
All right, I'll put the edge of the tent down.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we can't really ping. I just want to know, we've seen people come out of every tent except this one here. You saw me move, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this tent up here?
Yeah. There's nobody in any tents. Well, you can't see no one in the tents except the one that you saw sleeping.
Okay, but the sleigh definitely ended here. You know the tracks?
Yeah, there are tracks of the sleigh, but you can really make out if it's the one you were following, because there are many sleighs.
Okay, well, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'll have to move here and check under this tent and see if there's anyone inside.
No, you can. You can't see. Well, there's nobody. You know, there are some stuff, personal stuff, clothing, blankets, but nothing more.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. If they're all talking on the other side of the camp, then I'll go around the other side systematically, just peeking under the tents to see whether I can see if this girl or this woman is actually here.
Okay, perfect. So while you're doing this, you guys, you have the leader, Eric Thompson, coming in front. He has his weapon in hand. He seems, he seems in doubt of what your real intentions are, and he's looking, you know, everywhere around you. And it's strange to have people going out in the snow this late in the evening. What are you doing here? What is the real intention you have? And the black man says to him, they say they come from Hardad and there was some kind of a massacre there. Is that true? And he's looking at both of you, Chris and Brian.
Yes, it was very horrifying, and we're still a little shaken by it.
The groom's throat was cut, and they believe that the bride was taken.
That's terrible. The bride was taken, you said.
And I'd nod.
And you said that you came from Ardahad.
Yes.
And Eric Thompson looks down and says, oh yeah, that's terrible, but I think we have nothing to tell you right now. We don't know anything of what happened. But you can feel that he's nervous at the same time.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna be kind of friendly to the dog and just talking quietly. Like, where have you traveled recently? Do you have is there anyone new? Is there anyone new here in your group?
Just tell me that again. I just didn't get the sound. The sound blinked here.
Okay, so I'm basically going to ask the dog what have they been doing recently, where did they go, and has anyone new joined the group?
And the dog says to you, we stayed here. He tells you an answer that may make you feel that they have been here for 3 days. And yeah, we had some visitors.
Oh, who?
Oh, it seems like a female. Well, yeah, she was hiding her face under, and she talked to my master, and he's pointing with his tail. He's pointing Eric Thompson, and yeah, she came back even today before the sun got out. She even came back. Yeah. My master seemed quite happy with the bag that person gave to him. A bag. Yes, I know what is a bag. A bag. Sometimes there's food in it.
Oh, nice.
And blah, 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 blah. You did lose the dog.
Okay.
You did lose the connection, but he seems very happy. You know, his tail is going like that.
Cool. When I get a chance, I'm going to take the rest of the group aside and kind of let them know that, well, a woman's been through here, something was exchanged. I think they know more than they're letting on.
Eric tells you why you're talking. Well, you can rest beside our fire if you want. And he's going to the fire, taking some piece of food that is cooking in it, and he takes a bite of it. The black guy looks at you with big suspicion, and that woman too. The other ones are talking with each other suspiciously. Yeah, there's a dwarf here.
I, turn to, what's the elf's name again?
Alendar.
Alendar. Turn to Alendar and say quietly, let's just keep traveling.
What Scott, wait, go ahead, Brian. Were you saying something?
Yeah, I was just thinking that, yeah, I think these people know more than they're letting on, but if they're not here anymore, then I don't think, yeah, I mean,
I don't want to have my throat slit in my sleep. So, I would tell them we've got a long travel ahead of us. Let us just travel.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
All the while, Scott, you can do another perception check, which is you don't have perception, but you can. It's your mental.
Okay. There's another thing I want to do. Because I'm in their camp, it's night, cold air, all that kind of stuff. I could hear their conversation. Yes.
Well, you can hear. Well, you a big part of conversation.
Okay, so I know what's going on. What I'm going to do is, I don't think you can do it, and my horse is quite a distance away. So if they travel to the center of the pit to sit by the fire for a short period of time and start talking with the breeders, I'm going to go back to the route that we came and pick up my horse. And,
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to basically truck back maybe a kilometer, mile or so, and I'll set up a camp and see if the others come back, because they're going to go back to the town to report that we came. So I'm going to wait for them in the morning.
So you're going where exactly? I just didn't understand.
A mile or two away from the camp, I'll grab my horse, I'll truck back a mile or two down the trail, and I'll wait for them to return. Because I suspect that they're going to come back to report to the king anyways. Understand? I'm going to go back to my horse and go back along the trail that we came from.
Okay, yeah.
A few miles.
Okay. Well, right now it's dark. The sun has set out. It's very hard to do.
If I move slow, because they might catch up to me. But eventually we will re-meet. So I think that's the safest thing to do.
Okay. Do you tell your two friends you do that?
No, because I don't want to risk them doing something that tips off the raiders if they're in there.
Okay. So you're going back to the horse. The horse are still where you left them. So you take them. You trace. You trying to see the track you were already following.
Basically, along the way we came.
Well, you can hardly make it, but yeah. Well, the trace that you were following at first leads to the camp. By the way.
Yes, I know that. The trail, as I walk through it, is going to create a bigger trail, right? Because we're stopping over, going over what we actually went over. So I'm not worried about that too much. If it's too much, I'm just going to stop. Don't go too much further. Because if indeed we got to get to the horses, so I'm just going to hang out by the horses and wait for them.
Okay. Are you guys okay with that?
Sure.
Okay. I will do a little bit with you, both of you guys. You have been invited by Eric Thompson, so do say to me what you want to do right now. Chris and Brian.
I get ready to speak if Brian doesn't speak first.
Go ahead.
It's like we have a long road ahead of us. We probably should burn the midnight oil a bit.
Yeah.
So that's what I say to Eric, to Mr. Thompson.
Okay. So you want to stay?
No, I said we've got a long road ahead of us. We should probably be going. We should probably travel through the night.
Well, it's your choice. Good luck in your search.
Yeah, it's like, I think his idea is that we don't want them, these people who might be caught up in the massacre, to slit our throats while we sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really trust them is all it is, really. But, you know, they might not slit our throats, but they might, you know, alert somebody, or they might, you know, they might go sell us out or whatever.
Well, he's looking at you then. Well, it's your call. Good luck in your search. Come back wherever you want. You can be my guest. Isn't it? He's looking at his folks, and they are nodding. Yeah, you can come back.
I nod and say, "You're very kind."
All right. So you're getting back to the horse, or?
Yeah, getting back to our horses.
Okay. So, Scott, you were waiting for them, isn't it?
Yeah, but I want to make some perception checks too. Because you said I cut most of the conversation. You said that a woman joined up with them, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled.
Okay, you want to roll that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
It's plus your mantle.
Yeah, this will be +5. So that's 9, 14.
14. Well, there's nothing very unusual. You can see your two friends coming back. You can make them out. All the while in the camp, everything seems to be normal. You can hear echoes of the people chatting in the camp, but you can't really make out what they're saying. So yeah, you are all back with your horses. Tell me what you do.
All right. I'll tell you, I checked the tents. There's no woman there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the dog told me that there had been a woman here, but that there was like, he said that, like, I think I got the impression that there was some money that changed hands or something, or some kind of payment, and the woman is no longer here. But he said that she was here for a while and that she was hiding her face. It might be someone else, but it might be.
This woman, who was she? Was she related, you said, to another clan or something? First of all?
You don't know. You talk about the lady that the dog told Brian about?
The wife of the groom at the wedding, she was killed?
Yeah, no, she was a daughter of the leader of the clan. You know,
Okay.
she was to be the next leader of the clan of the dragon somehow.
And she's dead.
So far, the people in the camp said that someone brought her out of the camp.
Not the people, the dog did. The people didn't tell us anything.
Well, the bread maker said that she saw somehow Asdis being brought outside of the village by whoever attacked them.
Okay, so Asdis was the
Asdis is the bride.
Okay, did she stand to inherit a position within the king's realm or within the town?
What are you saying about the king?
She married the king's cousin.
Yeah.
Did she want that marriage to happen? We should go ask the king.
So far, she was very glad to be married to the king's cousin. Yeah. People were happy in the village, and she always seemed happy and ready for this marriage. It's not an arranged marriage. Horm, the king's cousin, was part of the life in the village, and they really were in love. So that was a good coincidence, and the king was very glad of that, of course. And the leader of the clan was glad too. So yeah, so far from what you know, this marriage, this wedding was a good thing for everyone.
Okay, I'll make a suggestion to get it to you then. This woman has returned to this camp twice. We have to find out who she is. And if it's the bride, something's going on here. I think we should set up watch. And if she comes through here, we should stop her.
So you're camping nearby the Thompson Raiders camp?
Probably, like 5 or 10 miles away. Because if somebody has to pass through, they still have to pass by us. Right?
Interesting proposal.
We don't have to go anywhere near the Thompson's Raiders. I don't think we want to fight there.
Let's go. Let's find a defensible position that we can have a good view, like in the hills, for instance.
Yeah, it could be easy to find. Maybe just make me a ranger check if you want to find this. Yeah, Brian, you can do that since you're an elf.
Yeah.
Or attuned with nature.
Well, I have a mental 7. I have Ranger 3.
Yeah, so you have to add 10 to your roll.
21.
21. And yeah.
You guys do better than one. Let's hope.
You 9. Well, okay. Well, you're faster to find somewhere to stay, Brian, with Alendar. Yeah, you found some sort of comfortable place in the hills, like the dwarf suggested. And yeah, you can have a watch over the fire camp. It's far away, but you can see, the little light of the fire camp going out all night. You can see what's happening, but you know that the camp is there. It's night, of course.
I shall build us an igloo. So
yeah.
On the inside, and I'll place the door on the opposite side of the wall.
What do you want to place outside of the igloo?
Oh, I'm gonna make it so the door is facing in the opposite direction.
Yeah, okay, in the camp's direction. Okay, well, it's night, but since the adrenaline of the terrible scene you witnessed earlier in the day makes you enough awake, to build that in quite fast. You don't need to roll, you did that before. So yeah, you have a big igloo if you want to watch. Do you do a watch during the night, or do you sleep?
I think each one of us has to do a watch.
Well, yeah, because if you sleep a little, you will get a certain number of points back. Hit points.
I guess each one of us does 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, could do.
So we all get sleep, but we keep a constant watch.
Okay, so you're all doing watch. Although, okay, I just want to tell you in advance, you will get back 4 hit points, Scott.
Oh, sweet.
For sleeping. All the while, during your watch, you don't see anything strange with the Thompson camps. The fire goes out all night long, and nothing seems to move around the camp. It's quiet. Nothing strange.
What about the rest of the area?
Yeah. Who did the last watch? I guess it could be we could. Well, I don't think, Scott, you could have the last watch unless you did want to rest before. No, you could be the last one if you want. I'm suggesting stuff. Who wants to be the last?
In my circumstance, I think for the healing, I couldn't be the middle, but I could be first. That's up to you guys.
How long do I sleep in order to refresh my my spells per day?
Oh, 6 hours should be enough.
Okay.
Well,
I don't really have. Well, yeah, I have an okay perception. I'll go ahead and do the last watch.
okay, so you're doing the last watch. So yeah, you're up in the morning. It's cold outside. The sun is good. The sun is going out, and you can see the sun reflects in the crust on the snow because of the freeze. It kind of crusted a little.
Snow blindness.
I surveyed the whole area. Just looking
Okay.
for anything out of order.
Okay, what do you see around? Because you can see far. You know, it's quite played as a place. There's some hills here and there. You can see the camp, the raiders camp, but you can see that there are some activity going around. They are folding up their tents and beginning to put that into their sleigh. And at the same time, you can see, well, you can see behind of you the big glacier, you know, the glacier of the Prophet. It's quite, well, it's more than half a day by horse to go there. And you can see on your left, mostly from where the village Hardahad was, you can see a group of people coming on foot. But they are very far. You can really make out who they can be. They're going towards the camp.
I wake people up. I'm like, seems one camp is moving, and then there's another camp, and there's another people coming from Hardhat. The name of the village.
Hardhat.
I always say
Hardhath.
Hardhat.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's people coming from Hardhat towards the camp.
So you all wake up, I guess.
We're kind of far away looking. We can't really see them. We're kind of far away, right?
Yeah, you can make out who these people are, yeah. So, the group of people is getting nearer the camp of the Thompson Raiders, and at some point, you know, they're getting beside nothing is moving, like if they were talking with each other.
Okay. What I'm looking for, if I go for to check things out, is Colors of the King, because he did say he was going to go back and meet up with us.
What did you say? I just didn't get everything you said.
Sorry. I just want to get close enough to see if I can see if it's like the king obviously has his own colors, his garb, things that represent it, right?
Okay. Well, okay, you can do that. You can go near enough, and at some point you can make out who these people are. And these are people from the neighbor village from Hardahad, a village called Piloric. It seems to be people from that village talking to the raiders.
I see the woman, the bride.
No, you can't make out the bride from them. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I might as well watch and see what happens.
You getting nearer?
No.
You're getting back to your friends?
Yeah, and I'll just keep an eye on what's going on. Turn to look over my shoulder every once in a while. I'll tell them what I saw.
Okay.
Well, it appears that people from the other village are meeting up with the raiders. I didn't see them live.
So yeah, so what both of you are doing, Chris and Scott, since not Scott but Brian and Chris, since Scott didn't see the bride.
He didn't come and look when I woke everyone up.
Yeah, well, he got near the camp. He just got near the camp to see that the people that are there are from the neighboring village from Hardahad.
All right. Well, while Scott's gone, I will pretty much just, I'll pretty much just keep an eye on everything else from up high myself. I really don't see what else I can do. And when he comes back, if he comes back to tell us, then I assume we'll have some stuff to discuss.
Okay. So that's where you are right now.
Yeah.
He came back.
All right. What did you see?
It appears that the raiders have met up with somebody from a neighboring town. I didn't see the bride there at all. All new faces.
This is all very odd.
Indeed. It seems every time we uncover something of interest, it leads to a dead end. Of course, we could always go visit the prophet.
Okay, we could always what?
Go visit the prophet. Perhaps he might have insight.
That is true.
Um,
What do you think?
Yeah, we're just getting little bits and pieces of information, but nothing connects.
Yeah, nothing's solid.
You, Alendar, prophets and magic, that is something that is, well, you know about that prophet. For a human, he has lots of talents. Of course, elf doesn't need that prophet since they can read some of the sages, or sage elf can read in nature. But yes, when something very bad happens, very terrible, prophets can have strong visions of many things. It's possible. That's something you know. What do you do? You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Thought Ladron was gonna make a decision there. That's why I wasn't saying anything.
No,
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I was just saying him some information. He might know since he's from this world.
Yeah, that's what I suggested. If that ends, and I suggested going to the prophet. So I'm just, if anybody seconds it, I'll say, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I agree with Scott.
So you want to see the prophet?
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt.
I suspect
Okay.
the prophets were actually doing what they were doing. I'm just skeptic at the reason why the bride was involved. So I want to go see the prophets, which he throws into the pot.
Okay. Right. So while you're setting up your stuff to get back to the prophet, if you get a look at the Thompson camp, at some point the camp is all packed up, and they're going with their sleigh that they're pulling themselves towards the the ocean, which is you can see the ocean that is quite far, but you can see that they're going that way, probably on their boat. You know that they have boats, and the group that came to talk to them kind of go in the direction of the glacier, in fact, but they're on foot. If they go to the glacier, they will meet the prophet, unless they're going elsewhere. But that's basically the direction, kind of northeastern direction.
We could probably swing by and ask them some random questions as fellow travelers.
Yeah.
So we're going to arrive at the prophet first anyways.
So are you going straight to the glacier and find a prophet?
You guys want to talk to those town people, or do you want to go straight to the prophet?
Let's go straight to the prophet. That's my vote.
Okay, I'm all for that too. We can talk to them on the way back. If it comes up.
All right. So you've got horses. They were all well fed this morning since you were given enough stuff to take care of them. And then you go to where the glacier lies. It takes you a big part of the day to go there. As you're getting near of this big glacier that is going higher and higher since you are going nearer, you know that the prophet is easy to find usually. He's kind of a strange man called Sir Balkan, S-E-E-R, not Sir, but Sir Balkan. I will write his name, Balkan. Sir Balkan. So yeah, and yeah, you can see he sees while he looks at the glaciers. It is said that he sees vision in the eyes directly. So you're getting near the glacier, and well, he's got a little wooden hut that is really easy to find. Beside the hut, there's a big fire going out from a steel, big basket of steel. And yeah, you can make out the guy who is sitting on the ice, and right now he's looking at the glacier. He's a very old man in his late 60s, and someone who never wash himself only once a year. He has rag clothing, just enough to get him not getting too much cold, but yeah, he's a very poor man. Usually, you know that people go to him to bring in stuff to survive, since they think that it's a good thing to have a profit around.
I leave a little bit of tribute from my rations, about a day's worth of food.
Okay, so as you're getting nearer, if that's what you want to do, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the guy that just doesn't turn. He's staring at his glacier, and yeah, from if you look at his eyes, he's really reading something, but you yourself don't see anything.
I wait patiently myself. If anyone wants to interrupt, go ahead, but I'll be waiting patiently.
I'm going to sort of walk so that I'm in his vision, but not blocking the glacier. I'll wave at it with one hand.
What did you say you did?
I'm going to sort of walk in front of him. I'm not going to block his vision, but I just want to wave with my hand and be like, I'm not going to say nothing. I'll just be like.
At some point, he's blinking and looks at you. You came to have some advice of what I'm seeing, isn't it?
That all depends on what you're seeing.
Right now, I'm seeing lots of bad things, sinister forces are coming, but maybe that's not what you're searching for.
We're searching for answers. Why don't you tell us about what you're seeing, and maybe we can give you fill in the blanks information. Help you see more.
About what? What do you want me to see? Is there something important of notice that I should see myself?
You know what happened at the town of Taltish?
It's Hardhat.
Oh, sorry.
The town is called Hardhat.
Okay, Hardhat. Yeah, you're right.
Hardhat. Yes. This is the main village from. Oh, the clan of the dragon. I guess you're part of that clan. I can see by the way you're clothing, but not them. And he's pointing at you, the dwarf, and Brian. He's pointing at both of you, and yeah, what happened to Hardhat? What happened? Tell me, son.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking at you.
There was a massacre at a wedding.
Massacre? And a wedding?
The king's cousin was brutally murdered, as all the people at the wedding. It was said to be done by the Thompson Marauders. The bride-to-be disappeared. We were hoping you could shed light into the subject matter.
Were all you three were there?
No. We were tradition.
He's trying to get up, taking his cane and trying to get up, and he wants to look you eye to eye, and he says, "Give me your hand."
I'm gonna be like, what's the other two? All right.
You doing? Okay. And he's closing his eyes. Just stay there. I just want to feel. And then he looks at the glacier. And his eyes are going wide. That's terrible. That's terrible. And it can be. It can be. And he's dropping your hand.
Look at the glacier.
You see nothing. You just see a big chunk of ice that is being washed by the wind. You see, well, and both of you, Chris, you can see a bird flying over, a bird that lives in the ice flying over, with business as usual. But you, Brian, the prophets is looking at you. Being an elf, maybe you will be able to see what I'm seeing. And he's holding his hand to you, Brian.
Okay.
Alendar.
If he's offering something, I'll try to hook into what he's doing.
So he takes your hand and see by yourself, and he's pointing at the glacier. Look over there.
I look.
What you can see the wedding party, in fact, but you're not there. It feels like what happened when you left. The king is not there, but everyone else is there. And then someone comes to the wedding. I will share an image. Someone that comes here and wants to make an homage to both of the people who are being wed. That woman, an elf. Oh, sorry. So that's here it comes. Okay, an elf. Yeah. And that face tells you something. Maybe you know her, but you're not sure.
Well, you think this is going to help we all know each other?
Sorry. What did you just say?
That was a racial slur.
Okay. Yeah, that woman. Well, okay. You were told the story. When you were asking at first if there was some clans that wanted to attack each other and all that, I said to you that some people were not what I was going to say, didn't want that union between the clans of humans. And there was one notable female elf that didn't want that. She's called Ravel. She thought that the humans never should have been together. And yeah, she was banned from the elves since she wanted to take direct action at them, at the humans. And she was never heard of afterward. This was a little before you were born, so it was a long time ago. So you only heard of that elf. That is called Ravel. And what you see is that Ravel is telling something to the party and all that. And suddenly she raised a glass of wine, and everyone takes a sip of wine. And suddenly people are beginning to drop their cups and looking everywhere, as if they were seeing something, and they all get their weapons. But you don't see raiders. You just see people looking at each other and suddenly begin to attack each other. You can see what is her name? Well, you can see Asdis looking at Orm, the king's cousin, and Asdis takes the weapon from Orm's belt. You know, he had some kind of a dagger, and with a swift movement, slit the throat of his groom. Everyone was taken at each other's throat, and all the while, that female elf was watching all that with a slight smile. and then casted a spell that trapped Asdis, and with some magic just brought the girl, the bride with her. All the while, all the people were attacking each other like if they were sworn enemies.
Do I know a drug that can do this?
Make a druid test.
Druid 4.
Yeah, plus
mental? Do I add mental?
Yeah. That's druid plus mental. So you have to add 10 to your dice roll.
11.
You rolled 11 on your dice?
No, I rolled no, but it's 7 plus 4, so that'd be. So I'd add 11. So then 19.
19.
Wait, hang on. I rolled.
Yeah. There can be some rituals that are forbidden by the elves, by the way, that can do something like that. If you take some hairs from people who there's some kinds of strong hallucinations that can be done. If you take hairs of people that you put in some kind of a beverage with some rituals, the people are drinking it. When they swallow the dissolved hairs in it, they will see the people from where the hair came from. So probably she might have took the hair of some Thompson Raiders all the way, put that in the mix, and they drank that, and through their rituals make them believe that the Thompson Raiders were attacking them. Since they saw Thompson Raiders, that's a guess. That's a big guess, but. And then Balkin just drops your hand and says, "That woman, that elf woman, came here yesterday. She asked me for advice. She had some sort of a sleigh with her, and probably the poor girl that was on it. I just didn't saw her because it was all covered. I didn't have to ask. I'm so sorry."
I'll look for track immediately.
You want to track her?
Yeah.
She was asking me. Well, she was asking me question about the city of Taltish. City of Taltish. If you don't know that, this is a frozen city just north of there. Not that far from here, in fact. Yeah, the frozen city. Something happened a long time ago. Everything was froze over there. All the people in there. And this is the place where an ancient white dragon is sleeping, or is roaming if you get nearby. I didn't know why she was asking me about that, but I guess with that much evil, maybe she wants to do something with that dragon or any other danger like the Remoras. I think she wants to sacrifice that girl somehow.
Well, place and see if the sacrifice is going to happen.
So you want to do what?
Yeah, I think we should ride as fast as we can. We could probably catch her before she gets to the town. She's pushing a sled. Is she on horseback?
Oh, on horseback, you can do it in half a day.
Was the elf on horseback?
Sorry?
Was the elf on horseback? How was she moving the sled?
You would use. Well, she was she okay. It was the Ravel, the elf, was on horseback. That's what you're saying? No, she was on foot.
So we should be able to catch her.
Sorry. Sorry, I just I didn't heard what you said.
We should be able to catch her if we're on horseback.
Most probably.
I'll look to the others. So what are we doing?
I guess we're tracking down this Ravel woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Balkin says to you, by the way, I gave her good advice that I think you should have. Taltish, this frozen city. There's lots of dangers there. There are yetis and maybe traps, but the yetis won't sense you if you covered yourself with snow. That's something she wanted to know.
Heat vision.
I guess you have to do it fast because she goes forward with her plan. Probably she will be able to do some bad things, really bad things. I think it will be even better than the visions I'm currently seeing about sinister forces that are coming. I think you should go.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I go ahead and leave the offering I was saying, and then I start out. Sorry, Brian, I didn't mean to cut into you.
I'm just curious how late we're going tonight.
Okay. Well, at what hour you said?
Yeah, how late are we going tonight?
Well, I guess I want to get through this, but we're going toward the final scene.
If we're getting to the end, yeah. Okay. I didn't know if there was going to be a whole thing with her in the city. Okay.
Oh, yeah, well.
Let's go get her.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. So, you're going fast. Your horse is going fast. And then, yeah, Taltish, you've all heard of this city, okay? I will just read something for you. This is a city that was encased in ice. Okay, for some reasons, something happened, and you know that the white dragon is there. You've heard of that dragon. You've heard of the Remoraz, which you don't really know what it is, but there's something to be feared about Remoraz, which is told into legends, but no one can really make out what it really is. You're going nearer for this city, nearer and nearer. You can see it. You can make out the buildings that look like blocks of ice that look like houses. And while you're getting nearer and nearer, you can see. Sometimes you can see a big chunk of ice, and through it you can see someone frozen in it. Probably someone who was living in that place. So how do you approach the place? Yeah, you saw the tracks of Ravel and her sleigh. It was more easy to follow this time.
I'm going to scream in the snow and cover myself in snow.
You're beginning to put snow on yourself?
Oh, yeah.
How about you guys?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll try to do that, but I mean, it's like how do I mean, do I just... I'm just wondering how to put snow on me. I'm like,
Okay. So you put some snow on yourself. The snow sticks quite good on you. You know, this is a kind of snow that can do that. And then, okay, you begin to enter the city. Yeah, I will just.
Doesn't have to be yellow, does it?
No, you don't see yellow. Okay. Okay, I will share something with you. Fast enough. euro and billion. A new map. Check out. I will place your little tokens here. Okay. Yeah, you're in the city itself. Okay, yeah, well, there's some kind of a blockade with the chariots here, but yeah, it's just stuff that were frozen in place. Okay. You know that going through this way, you will get directly where the traces are leading off. Do you simply want to follow that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But follow where? So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when you're getting here, you see that someone is coming about, and he's not alone. But they're not looking at you yet. They are kind of searching in the snow, maybe some sort of food that can be buried here. But yeah, these are the fabled Yetis. They are blocking your way.
Okay. I don't think we should take these things on. I think we should sneak.
This is something we want to get past. We don't want to try to take them.
And even if it's a long route, I think we should sneak.
You want to do what?
Sneak is what I look at the others. I'll be like, Chris disappeared? Okay, good. I'll just wait till he comes back.
Okay. No problems. Yeah, the Yetis. I'll have to find their stats just in case.
I encourage them fighting if I don't have to.
Yeah, no, they're quite. Yeah, you don't want to fight them. I'm just looking at their stats.
I know we're covered in snow, but I don't really want to go there.
All right, I will prepare some other stuff. Is Chris back? Okay, no, I heard something again. The joy of being online. Chris is in the map.
Okay, what do I know about Yetis? Are they? How much intelligence do they have?
Yetis. Well, it's not way beyond animals. For so far from what you know, they can be considered as animals, but you're not sure.
I'm going to try to cast Speak with Animal on one of them.
Speak with animals. Try that.
Okay.
And I will try to set a difficulty for them.
Oh my God! I just rolled 3 6s.
Oh, okay. All right.
18 plus mental, then 18 plus 7. Yeah.
Okay. Chris, Scott, you clearly see Alendar trying to cast something on those Yetis. Do you stay there or?
All right. So I succeeded, and what do I get?
So you have to roll again, 3d6 plus mental plus 6. 3d6 plus 6 plus your mental.
This time it's 24.
It's unbeatable. Okay, so yeah, So Chris, before I tell you what happens, Chris and Scott, do you stay there? You see the elf in action. You're confident that nothing will happen, or do you want to do something?
I'll stay there.
Chris,
the chipmunk is back.
The chipmunk is back.
I'm all for staying there. I'm covered in snow, and
right.
Yeah, the oracle decided to say it was okay. So.
All right. Well, Scott, you can see the big beasts here that are coming towards you. Very
Is
curious.
the chipmunk still here?
No.
Okay. I'm just saying I have my weapon out, but I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm just being ready.
You can see their fangs coming out of their mouth. You can see that they are dripping. They seem to be hungry, and they're getting near you. They're looking at you, Scott, Brian, and they kind of, they're coming, walking slowly in the snow, but in some sort of determined way, and they're really looking both at you. They're getting nearer and nearer, and they are.
I'll go ahead and jump out and attack.
I greet them out. Hello.
And they stop and they say, "Hi." And they're looking, but they're both of you looking. They're kind of over you. They're twice your height,
right.
And they're looking both of you. And
I asked them. Have you seen an elven woman around here? We need to find her.
No. Elven? Are you an elven?
Yes.
Elven tastes good, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Did you see? Was there another elf around here?
No. Because we would have hated it. Yeah. You're searching for a friend.
No, an enemy.
An enemy. Oh, that's interesting.
If you help us find her, you can eat her.
And they're looking at both of them. Yeah. Meat, hot meat. And they're scenting the air. And, they're looking around you, Brian. They're kind of looking around. Yeah. Maybe you could do a sneak check, both of you, Chris and Scott.
That would just be combat roll then.
And you can add your luck if you want.
All right. 8, 9, 10. I'll go ahead and add my luck.
How many points?
Let's say 4.
Which means a total of?
So that would be 18. 4 luck and 4 combat.
Okay. While Scott, how did you get?
Okay, I'll use 3 luck, and that'll give me 10 with combat and sneak. And here comes my dice jack. 1, 2, 3. I have 10 plus 10 is 20.
Okay, they're scenting. Okay, the enemy. Maybe it's near, but we've heard a voice, and they're pointing upward. They're pointing some kind of a waterfall that is totally frozen with some houses around it. Bring your enemy here, and we'll eat her. And you'll have to run fast, because if you don't run fast, we'll go eat you after that.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I think it's time to go.
Yeah, I do.
And all the while they just stay in front of you, and they're waiting to see what you're doing, Brian.
Okay, well, let's go look. We'll look where they pointed.
Okay, you go there. And Scott and Chris, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow Brian.
Yeah,
So
I will too.
Yeah.
They're looking around to see snow moving. Elf? What are they? And they're reporting, Scott and Chris.
If we make it a sneak roll, can we get out of here and then not pay attention to us anymore?
They're like right next to us.
This alleyway just.
Well, okay, you want to do another sneak test?
Yeah, go straight down the alleyway.
Okay, kind of there.
All right, I'll do the same thing. I'm not going to use any more luck this time, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, fuck.
8.
8 plus my
mental. No, combat. Sorry.
So that's 12 altogether.
All right.
Okay. Well,
I'll pay 1 luck.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll bring me down to 3, but that would give me 13.
Well, he didn't. The Yetis. He's pointing out somewhere that where you were, Chris, and well, that's what Brian is seeing, and then he's just pointing nothing because Chris just got away. All the while, Scott, how did you get?
Okay, I got combat 4, sneak 3 is 7, and I'll spend 2 points of luck for 9, and here comes my dice jet. 2, 3, roll. Oh boy. 4, 5, and 9 is 13.
13. Well, that's the same thing. I didn't get I either. So yeah. So the Yetis are looking down here, and this one is looking here, and they let you go about your business, Brian. Finally. So you're going. I will move your shows to the stairs that are over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it seems.
Is that the stairs were there? Cool.
Yeah. That these were stairs. I would just get some beautiful stairs that leads to that frozen waterfall. I will get you the map of that frozen waterfall. Okay, it won't be long. And you can hear some chants as you getting nearer. Yeah, in Elven. Oh, I have some visit. Yeah, that won't be long. Sorry about that. I have some visit right now.
You kid.
Okay. Right, there's a new map. You can check. Brian, you'll be the first to arrive since the other one took some other ways. Yeah.
How's he going to kick me off the internet again? Because every time I load up a new one of these, it has kicked me off the internet.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Brian, you're the first to arrive, and you can hear some chants coming from up here. There's some kind of a cavern. You can hear the echoes.
Whenever I get a chance where I know I'm completely safe to get out of here, I'll go out and follow where he went.
Okay, well, I'll find a way to get up there. I'll see if I can find a safe path.
Yeah, well, maybe through the houses, but at the same time, you can see someone coming out of a place. I will put where the circle is. I will just get who they are. Yeah, I will just have to share the map for people to see. Share. All right. So, yeah, you can see that. You can see Ravel. Wow, that's the one you saw in your vision, coming out and pulling Asdes that is totally encased in some kind of a wooden. Well, what is covering trees? The wooden part that is covering trees.
Bark.
Yeah, bark. Yeah, exactly. So some kind of a bark prison, and you just see her head coming out, and and she's kind of pulling her on that bridge, and she's looking at you, Brian. She's looking at Alendar. You're coming to interrupt what I'm doing, you fool. I will push her in the waterfall if you do something.
Waterfall's frozen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting into the scene.
I actually don't want to be seen. I'd rather sneak and look for a vantage point where I can shoot my bow and arrow.
So you want to sneak? You want to get near before, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, do a sneak check.
Definitely running out of points of luck. I'm going to use 2 points of luck. I'm going to have a sneak of 4 and 3 is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus my dice check, which is coming right now.
So how many do you have?
I'll have 3 points of luck left. And,
which makes a total of?
Oh, I'm going to be using, with my luck, I get plus 9 on my dice check.
Okay, try that.
All right, here we go. There it comes. I used it. That's 5, 6 plus 9 is 15.
So you're a total of 15?
Yeah.
All right.
If I have to use an extra point of luck, I will.
Well, with what she's rolled, and she's an elf, yeah. No, she definitely sees you coming, and she says, "What? I will throw her in the waterfall. Just go away. Let me do what I have to, what should be."
And to be honest, you don't even know what you're doing.
The land was just fine before humans united together in peaceful clans. They are against the nature. And you know it, elf. And she's looking at you, Brian. You know it. Search in your heart. Those humans are doing bad things to the nature. They disturbed what really is peaceful. And I have to do that.
I won't even answer her. She's crazy.
She's like one of those elven conspiracy theorists, you know. It's like next you're going to be saying is aliens built the human race, right?
We're getting near that. So yeah, she's kind of, and she yeah. What do you want me to do? To throw in the waterfall? See her break all her little bones while she's falling, and you can do nothing. Haha! You can do nothing against me.
Well, you won't be able to sacrifice her then.
She suddenly okay. By what you're saying, it seems to disturb her, and she seems quite angry about that. That's what you're saying? She's getting her staff, and her staff is quite strange. You know, it's kind of carved of a branch and some kind of a glowing orb on it, and she's pointing to the sky. That's what we'll see. She's preparing to do something. You can do an initiative on that, in fact.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Combat to that, don't we?
It's 3d6 plus your combat.
No problem.
And she will put the points of luck.
All right, I got oh boy, I got 10 for my initiative.
Okay. Right. How about you guys?
Oh,
3d6 plus combat. Plus combat, yeah.
5, 6, 11.
17.
17. Okay, I will just calculate. Oh, you're, I think you're just a little faster than her. I have difficulty to calculate right now, 17. She's at the same time as you. Okay, what do you want to do, Brian, with Alendar?
What would be the fastest way to get up there? Can you just hop? Like,
Well, this will be the houses. Okay, of course, climbing could be a good idea, but it's a frozen waterfall, which is quite dangerous.
yeah, I'm not going to try to climb. I'm not going to try to climb ice. I'm going to try to get up to the houses.
To the houses. So you're running.
Yeah.
Okay, make a check of move. You know you have a move characteristic.
Yes.
So you
run is 4.
Oh, it's quite good. Okay. Yeah. So just want to check out something. Okay. Yeah, you have a move of 2, and yeah, that's quite it. So yeah, 3d6 plus 2. See how fast you can do that.
It says 2, but if you look to the right, it says run 4.
Yeah, well, that's a number of space if you want to use a grid.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll do a broad move check.
I only got an 11.
Okay. So you're running in the houses. It's quite difficult though because the on the ground it's slippery. Ravel got her staff in the air and cast something. Oh yeah! And there's a lightning coming from the sky and hitting the waterfall. Yeah, it's hitting the waterfall. I will get back to that place, and she's hitting the waterfall right here. And you can see the waterfall cracks beginning to get on it, and the old ice waterfall is just falling on both of you, Chris and Scott. So I think it was Scott's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna fire the bow and arrow straight at her.
You would try to shoot Ravel. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Go ahead. You're courageous. So shoot her. You will have a minus because of the range.
The fact that she's shooting upwards too. She's got the higher ground and it's ranged.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a -4 to shoot her, but since she did an action, you know she won't defend herself.
Okay, no problem. Can we move and shoot, or is that?
Yeah, you can move a little and shoot. Yeah.
Can I move enough to get rid of that penalty, or am I just stuck?
You can move. I say you can move maybe the same size of your token.
Okay, so you're saying I'm gonna move anyway, so I'll move forward, plant myself, and I'll fire. So
right.
I got 4. I got archery 3. That's 7. I'll add a point of luck for 8, and here comes my roll.
All right.
And I'm -4. Here we go.
-4. Yeah.
All right. I might add some more luck to that. 6 and 4 is 12 plus my 4 plus my 8 is 20. So
You add with the -4. You have 20.
No, I'm at 16 with the -4. I will gladly add 2 points of luck to that. If it
Right. So with the -4, you have a total of
16, but I'll add 2 luck if it gets me a hit.
okay. All right. Well, as it is, you hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6d6.
All right, here comes my roll for damage. Oh yeah.
This will hurt.
24.
What was it? 4, 5, that's 10, 12, 13, 18, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24 damage.
24. And she has, armored coating, 24, 22. Oh, boy. Okay, the arrow hits her right in her throat. Oh. Okay, we'll see if she falls down back or in front. If she falls in front, she will fall with the eye. Okay, so you will choose, Scott, odd or even. I will roll a dice.
All right, let's go even forward and odd backwards.
Even forward. That is odd.
Okay.
So she's falling on the bridge on her back.
That's okay with me.
And then.
The witch.
Okay, so I'd like to see if you are hit by the waterfall. Nevertheless, Chris, did you want to do something?
I'm going to try and defend myself.
But
Just
against the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm going to cover myself up, like curl into a ball, cover myself with my hands, and you know what I mean.
All right.
So it all falls on the back of my hands, and
Yeah,
not
well,
on my face.
These are big chunks of ice that are coming
Oh, okay.
down.
Well, then
Yeah. The whole waterfall is broke.
Okay, so then I'll. I guess. How do you dodge?
Well, I can use a move check for that. You have to beat 14.
In this case, move does sound. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus I believe I have 4 to move. Let's see. Yes, my move is 4. So that's 16. Or
okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 15.
Okay. Nevertheless, you roll on the ground or something like that. And you can evade.
I do a roll.
Well, you will still have some damage. I will tell you how many. You have a studded letter. Well, while this is bashing damage, you have a defense of 16. Well, it won't. Well, you are quite sturdy. You lose kind of 2 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of your net. Okay, Scott. Well, as I can see, you are quite in the. Well, you're beside the waterfall, and I think there's nothing to stop it to, at least some chunk to hurt you. So you will. You will lose damage. I will just check out your armor just to tell you the final result. Defense 8. Okay, that is 8 air. You lose 12 hits.
So, all right.
But you're still alive. I think you're still alive with that. Then.
So yeah, well, just scored a big hit, and stuff comes crashing down on top of me.
That feels like a great movie from the 50s.
You shot, and then you get crushed by the avalanche.
Did 12 points kill you, or?
2 points left.
Oh, you had 12 points left?
Yeah, my hand's like sticking out. Sorry.
Well, but all the while, at 0 you're not dead yet, but you're not in the big. So all the while, Brian,
Good.
You're great. You're getting up through the houses, and you are able to reach you see Ravel that is dead. I will put her in upside down to tell that she's dead. She's dead. Okay, and then you have Asdis that is in that bark prison, but that bark is beginning to crumble a little since the magic.
First thing I do is I just drop her down here, and you guys can take her to the Yetis.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Chris, since you saw Ingvar being trapped under ice, what do you do?
I go and help him. I try and dig him out or pull him out or whatever I can.
Well, since it's your special.
Once the bark starts to come loose from her, I kind of gently take her back down to the houses, and when I get back down to him, I cast a heal on him.
Okay. Well, okay. All the while, Chris, it's easy to dig since it's your what you do in life.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
hear
an ice digger.
Yeah, and you hear a big thump back on near you. It's the
Hey, watch it! Don't throw witches at me while I'm trying to save my friend.
She's totally broken, and the waterfall. It continues to go down, and you can see in the corner of your eyes the Yetis running away because they are afraid of what they just saw. They were looking at the scene. Well, you see Asdis looking at you, Brian.
Yes.
So you want to bring her back down, and slowly, I'm quite hurt, and she's looking at you, and it's terrible. I remember everything, and I killed my husband, and yeah. Far away, just before you getting down in the house, you can see in the city the group of people that is probably from the neighboring camp that is entering the city. And they kind of saw what happened, so they are waving at you. By the way, Scott, you are freed.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not very healthy, but you are freed.
Run, you overgrown carpets.
So as this is saying, I think they came to get us, and she's waving at them, and then you see a big shadow coming over the city suddenly, and you see all the people from the other clan, from the Peloric clan, being transformed in ice instantly.
Run into a building.
And then the shadow goes over you. You don't know what it is. And the game stops now.
Dragon.
That was the end.
Ice statues.
Yeah.
You don't know
That
is true. We don't know that.
we don't know what was it. No, that was the game for tonight. The third session of RPGS. Yeah, it was inspired by something taken from that free book you can get on Google. And we played it with Fuzion. The next session will be on Brigade Con, so there are lots of
that will be
publicity.
I don't usually do cons, even online cons. Too
No.
bad that's the one with Fudge.
Yeah. Well, you can do or not. There are some places left. It will be October 29th. Otherwise, we'll see each other on Castles and Crusades.
Right.
I'm usually work. I would love to do a Brigade Con thing, but like I work at a pizza place, and the weekends are the busy time.
Yeah, I know what it is today, working in a restaurant. Okay, so I will stop the broadcast.